Hi guys, it's me, your boy Waddles. I'm kidding. It's SamZombi, and I am so excited to tell you guys about what's been going on for the last 3 weeks. And before I fill you in, let me give you a little recap of what we were doing before I took off. On our last episode, we built a TV studio back there. And with that TV studio, we're going to be using it for doing a little bit of collaborating with other YouTubers, something that's already in progress, and a lot of videos are being worked on for that particular purpose. But more exciting, from that video, I received a very, very great invitation. An invitation that is just something that I've been looking forward to do for a long, long time. And that invitation was to join the GuildRock SMP. So with that goal in mind, I built a new ship, a spaceship, the RS Hopper. And this spaceship is going to allow us to travel back and forth amongst all the different worlds that we get invited to and we collaborate with, including the world of GuildRock. So why don't you guys join me on this particular journey onto our very first episode of the GuildRock SMP. So strap on and get ready, because we are here ready to go. Alright, now that we have safely made it to GuildRock and we docked to the Nether Hub, we can go ahead and begin our exploration. I do believe we're in the West Tunnel. And we want to go ahead and make our way to spawn. This beautiful, beautiful Nether Hub was built by our member Tanya. She's also part of the staff. It's a beautiful Nether Hub. I do know that we're working on a new one, but this one is amazing as well. As you can see, the spawn is modeled after a Spanish villa town, which is just incredible, very familiar for me since I am from a small island in the Caribbean which has nothing but Spanish towns. It's just beautiful. Don't mind the Italian tower at Pisa, but you know, most of it is a Spanish town. You can see the cathedral right there. Everything here was built by different guilds. That's part of what we do here at GuildRock SMP. Every guild builds a particular spawn build. You get to pick as a guild what it is. My guild, Brotherhood, Go Brotherhood. We are going to be building an amphitheater. It's gonna look amazing. We're working currently on the design, or at least I am working on the design. And it's just going to be one of those stand-up pieces that I hope everybody really, really enjoys just as much as all these beautiful pieces here. We do have about a 40-member team here, very solid. You can see some of them have picked pieces and put them on this wall, pieces that truly represent each member. This is kind of a tradition, a really fun tradition that I hope to be partaking in pretty soon, because it is just what we do here. It's just part of our culture inside of the GuildRock SMP. And you know what? That's part of the most important part of being in an SMP. How good you can derive that culture. Oh, look at the beautiful tower. It is so inspirational to be in this server. As someone who loves to be inspired, this is just the best place to be. There is just something beautiful, something unique in every corner that you look, and I just can't help but to feel very lucky to be partaking in this particular SMP. I mean, I'm going to give you guys an example of that right now. We're going to go take a quick trip to the shopping district just so we can take a quick look at what's going on there. Just so you guys can see all the crazy awesome builds that are on this server and why I'm feeling so lucky to be partaking in this. And a little bit later, we're going to talk about what I'm going to be building and how that's going to tie into everything else that's going on here. So let's go ahead and take a quick trip to the shopping district, just so you guys can see this beautiful, phenomenal place. I wish the portals were more instant. So you can see some of these builds back here were related to Halloween. I am a little bit late on Season 6, but I am here and I am ready to go. So you can see some of these beautiful builds right here. Helicopters, comets. There is all sorts of beautiful building structures. Just nothing short of phenomenal everywhere. Love the mushroom lighting. Bet you guys can see the sign back there switching on and off. In the distance, we can see a bank being constructed right there. We'll be a little bit more about that in the next episode. We also have some structures back here, just all along the place. Just beautiful, nothing but original GuildRock SMP inspiration. And I am so lucky right now. So guys, let's go ahead and let's take a trip back home, back to where I am going to be located the rest of the season. I do know that most people do travel around on the server, so it's not always the first place you pick where you end up, but this is, for me, what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the season. We parked our shuttle right here. We're going to be living off the shuttle at the top of this tower right here. And in this location is where we're going to build Mega City 1. Mega City 1 is going to be filled with skyscrapers, just unique buildings, and a cyberpunk vibe. Something that I've never really done before, but something that I'm very much looking forward to building and seeing through. It's going to be so awesome. As you can see, all these pillars that you see behind me, these are just part of the structures that I want to build in this island that we have for ourselves. And at the distance, we do have some neighbors, but for the most part, it is just me on this island, and it's gonna be awesome. So let me give you guys a quick tour of the island. Part of the things that we're doing this season is that I have a real estate agency shop, and I'm going to be selling real estate. Not just real estate that I bought from other members, but also apartments and structures right here in this island for somebody else to own and live and use and do whatever they want with the actual structure. That's going to be lots and lots of fun. But before I do that, I gotta first build this entire thing. So I'm gonna give you guys a really quick tour of what this is already looking like. Right now we just have a few marked structures. We have our dock, which is almost fully built. There is just a little bit of pattern I gotta do to it to make it look exactly how I want it. But for the most part, it's already finished. We have the shuttle sitting at the very top. That is actually our starter base, the shuttle itself. And down here, under the main structure, under the taller structure, we have a few farms, just things that we're going to need for getting our buildings and structures ready. So we have a cheap there for any kind of beds that we need to build for all the different rooms that are going to be in this particular building, as well as some sugarcane for rockets and some bamboo for scaffolding. And as you can see, this is almost all the way to the top, almost all the way to build limit. So I think we're sitting at about 262. That is actually the block. We're 268 height. You can see the clouds are going to go right through the building, which is awesome. And the rest of the structures are going to be a little bit shorter, but all of them are going to have something unique inside of them. All of them are going to represent just something unique that we have already seen in the world internally. Externally, they're going to look like cyberpunk structures, but internally, they're going to represent something unique about GuildRock SMP itself. And in order to do all that, we need to buy a lot of materials from the shop. So I'm going to show you guys where we've been doing a little bit of sneaky mining down here. Luckily, getting ancient debris is very easy on the server. Pretty much had to shop from Mr. Acadewolf. He's got the ancient debris, but thanks to him, I was able to build this fancy boring machine back here. And I think that is all for this episode, guys. I am going to be wrapping this up. It's been about 156 hours on the server, putting everything together, putting the little shop, buying some property, getting diamonds. I mean, it's been definitely a climb up. I didn't want to start season 6, episode 1, just completely empty-handed, so I definitely wanted to bring something for you guys. Now the episodes are going to start coming in a lot quicker, especially the episode next week, where we're going to be putting together a bank with the rest of our Brotherhood Guild members. The bank is going to feature a bolt designed by yours truly, with the help of Mr. Captain and Eggnog from the guild, and also YouTube. You guys will probably have seen these guys around. I think Eggnog is right back there. Yep, there he is. Building, still working on the bank. Guys, thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you next week.